Y'all keep begging me for something better, and honestly, part of me wants to say, man, go tell yourself off. But since I'm feeling generous today, I'm going to actually give you better. Now, better is a funny word, right? Everyone's got their own idea of what that means. But lucky for you, I'm the one defining it today. So sit back, relax, or don't, because my version of better isn't polite. It's not polished, it's raw, unfiltered, and louder than anything you've heard yet. I'm about to give you the kind of truth that burns through excuses and cuts straight to the nerve. And that right there is exactly how she moves. That's the way Tiffany operates every single day, without skipping a beat. See, she walks around like she's a main character in everybody else's story, like her word is gospel and her opinion is law. Folks come to her genuinely looking for help, needing guidance, leadership, maybe just a small act of kindness. And somehow, she flips the script every single time. Suddenly, she's not helping anymore. She's teaching lessons. She's building character. She'll look you dead in the eye and tell you that you need to learn how to learn, that you need to find meaning in your pain. Like, girl, stop. You're not Oprah, you're not Iyanla, and this ain't Super Soul Sunday. You're just ducking accountability and wrapping it up in fake wisdom. So it looks deep. That's the type of psychological gymnastics she does. All day, every day. And somehow expects people not to notice. But before we dive headfirst into this madness, y'all already know the drill. Go ahead, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, drop a comment below, share this video with your people, and tell me exactly what you think as we go along. Because trust me when I say this, things are about to get wild. Now let's hit rewind for a second and set the stage. Picture this. It's August. The sun's blazing, humidity thick enough to choke you out, and Tiffany's out there at one of her food giveaways, cameras rolling, attitude on 10. On paper, it's supposed to be a good thing, feeding the community, giving back, shaking hands, kissing babies. But something about the energy, it's always off. Apparently, this wasn't just a one-time show either. Word is these little community moments turn into her favorite stage act. She'd show up, big smile, big speech, talking about how much she cares. But the people around her, the ones actually living in that township, they could feel the disconnect. They could sense that everything wasn't as genuine as it looked on camera. So here's what would happen. Cars would roll up to collect their food boxes. Folks would start chatting casually. Small talk, jokes, whispers, not realizing that Tiffany had the phone out, live streaming. That's right, live. So when they start cracking jokes or mumbling things under their breath that weren't exactly flattering, she'd panic. She'd cut in real quick, voice all nervous. Oh, I'm live, trying to drown out the tension. You could hear in her tone that instant shift from fake calm to pure damage control. And me? Man, I'd be sitting there with my mic turned all the way up, headphones blasting, trying to catch every word, every sound, hoping to catch something real slipping through the cracks. But somehow, it always danced just out of reach. Still, even if you couldn't hear the words, you could feel it, that sneaky, low-key energy humming under the surface. The kind of vibe that tells you something shady's brewing, even when no one says out loud. And then came the part that really made my jaw drop. Out of nowhere, Tiffany starts talking about her ice rink. Yeah, you heard that right. An ice rink in the middle of August. And somehow, in the middle of this food drive, she starts tying the ice rink to feeding the people. Like what? Make it make sense. Because last time I checked, skating and sandwiches don't exactly go hand in hand. But that's the kind of mental gymnastics Tiffany loves to do. She'll take the most random, unrelated project and spin it into a story about how she's helping the community. It's wild, and it's classic Tiffany logic. So there we were, watching it all go down, just shaking our heads like, here we go again. You can't even make this stuff up. Every word felt like she was digging herself deeper without even realizing it. And honestly, you almost want to feel bad for her. Because if she had even the slightest clue about what was coming her way, if she knew what was waiting down that pipeline, the investigations, the exposure, the heat, I swear she might have slowed down. Maybe she would have taken a breath, humbled herself, thought twice before going live every other day trying to play the hero, but she didn't. She couldn't. She's been running full speed into this wall, thinking the whole world would move out of her way. And now it's all catching up. Every little thing she brushed off, every lie she told, every shady move behind the scenes, it's all right here, out in the open. And all we can do is sit back, popcorn in hand, and watch the train wreck unfold live and in real time. She swears people just can't handle greatness, that they crumble at the sight of confidence. Tiffany says the hate comes from jealousy, that folks despise anyone who dares to have vision. Like, girl, please, if I were on the other side, I wouldn't hate you, I'd study you. Because apparently you've got the blueprint. You're the chosen one, right? The divine key to unlocking the minds of the youth. That's how she talks. With that smug, half-smile energy like she's carrying generational wisdom in her purse next to her phone charger. She swears she's the voice of Gen Z, when in reality, she's just a grown woman doing a full-time internship and pretending to be relevant. And the way she talks about the youth? Phew. You'd think she was out here 21 again, running across a college quad with a Starbucks cup and a dream. But let's be real, Tiffany, bless her heart, is frozen in time. Mentally still living somewhere between 18 and 19. Like, ma'am, being younger than your man doesn't make you young. It just makes you younger than him. There's a difference. But in her head, she's timeless. Always out here saying, you should want to get to know me. You should want to learn from me. I am the youth. No, Tiffany, you're not the youth. You're a middle-aged politician with a Snapchat filter addiction and a ring light problem. And the confidence? Oh, that's unmatched. She says it all like she's mentoring the entire next generation, when really, she's just hosting the world's longest illusion seminar. And don't even ask what's under that wing she's always talking about. Because rumor has it, Holmes is camped out under there too. Don't fall asleep, don't get drunk, and definitely don't blink. Things under that wing tend to get real questionable real quick. Allegedly. I'm just repeating what's already out there. Because that wing she brags about, it's not mentorship. It's not guidance. It's mayhem dressed up as mentorship. A tornado in a trench coat. She loves to say, y'all supposed to pass the baton, like she's running the Olympic relay of wisdom. But in her version of the race, she's the only one holding the torch, and everybody else is just supposed to clap. She's out here like, if you're young and want to run for office, call me. I'll lift you up. Oh, really? That's exactly what she told Henyard too, remember? I'ma pull you up. I'ma help you become president. Ma'am, no thank you. Because every single time she says pass the torch, somehow she ends up being the only one holding the flame and burning everyone else with it. Now she's out here preaching about purpose, pretending to help people achieve their goals, while dropping random therapy phrases she saw on TikTok. She tells people they're only in your life for a season. Like, girl, who fed you that line? Kamal? Because that's sounding real familiar. Maybe you were the season, Tiffany. A short, dramatic, money-filled season, complete with bonuses, photo ops, and a media parade. And that's okay, you know? Sometimes you're just a chapter in someone's book, not the whole story. But she can't handle that. To her, every temporary situation is divine purpose. Every mistake is God's plan. It's delusion wearing destiny's perfume. Then she ends every little rant with her final message. You know, the same one she's been preaching for years. Watch your circle. Says your biggest haters are the ones closest to you. Family, friends, everyone. Says jealousy hides in plain sight. And at first, it sounds deep. Until you realize Tiffany's been doing this manipulation game so long, she doesn't even recognize anymore. She's like that kid who throws a tantrum, breaks the TV, and then still demands dessert, acting like it's your fault she's mad. That's Tiffany. She'll wreck the whole room, blame you for mess, and then call it spiritual warfare. And here's where it gets scary. She thinks it's holy, like truly in her heart, believes that every ounce of chaos she causes is part of her divine assignment. She'll look dead into a camera and say, God sent me here. No one can stop me. Sis, that's not divinity. That's delusion wrapped in glitter and good lighting. And the wildest part? She believes it. Deep down, She truly thinks she's the main character in a script written by God himself, and everyone else? Just background extras meant to highlight her greatness. And listen, I wish I could say she's the only one like that, but she's not. I've met people like this before. People who walk around thinking the universe handed them an exclusive script. Folks who genuinely believe they're the star of humanity's movie. And the moment I sense that energy, I'm out, gone, vanished. Because that kind of ego, it spreads. It infects everything it touches. And I'm not trying to catch it. The second someone starts calling themselves chosen, talking about how they're different, how no one understands their brilliance, I already know. Time to pack it up and go. Like, how you call yourself a visionary when you can't even form a proper sentence? You're surrounded by people who communicate clearly, think critically, and yet somehow you're the genius? Please, make it make sense. And don't even get me started on those eyebrows. I don't know what artistic era that belongs to, but it definitely ain't realism. And that wig? Lord, that wig is a sermon by itself. That burnt orange color looks like somebody tried to bleach it, panicked halfway through, and said, you know what? Close enough. Even the stylist probably looked at it like, we've done enough damage today. And Tiffany, baby, that's the lesson you keep missing. Sometimes you gotta quit while you're ahead. Would have saved you a mountain of embarrassment. But nope, not her. She's gonna keep pushing, keep spinning, keep pretending that it's everyone else who's a problem. Meanwhile, she's the one steering the chaos. And me? I'm done explaining. I'm done engaging. I'm not arguing, not justifying, not debating. I'm just gonna sip my drink, lean back, and let silence do the talking. Because sometimes quiet is the loudest mic drop there is. But don't get it twisted. I still got love for you, Tiffany. Always. Mama still loves you. Just from a safe, Wi-Fi-enabled distance.